Hi everyone, so it's time for my September budget. So I can't believe it's already the end of September. So let's go ahead and get started with the budget report card. So I do have 28 transactions that I have to input into my list right here. So let's go ahead and get started with the beginning of it. So of course at the beginning, it's the basic bills, which includes rent and utilities. So I do share those bills with my roommates. So in terms of rent, it's going to be $650. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that over. For utilities, it includes internet, electricity, all those things. So it's $125 for my share. So that is going to go there. In terms of income, that's going to be my base salary for every 2 weeks, $1609.56. And I did receive that as planned since there was no overtime during that time period. I did have a couple birthdays, so I did go out and have sushi with my family. So I only paid for my share. It was all you can eat, so it was a pretty good deal. So it was $27.35, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that under restaurants. All right, so Macy's is actually I did purchase a few gifts. It wasn't anything like big, but it was still something special for them. So I spent $68.34 at Macy's, and that's gonna go under gifts. And I do believe that's everything I bought in terms of gifts. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this to $68.34, just so that I know exactly how much money I have left over for my loan. So there we go. My insurance, $172, and that was paid as planned. Where is that? Okay, there we go. Okay, Albertsons. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the groceries. I have a $200 budget. So on September 3rd, I spent $34.54. So usually I go to different stores depending on what they have on sale. So that's going to go under groceries. I also bought some hair care products at Target, and that was a total of $13.56. So that's going to go under, let's see. I'm going to put that under household expenses just because it's something that I'll occasionally buy. I didn't buy any paper products or any soaps like that. So I'm going to go ahead and change this amount to $13.56 because that's actually all that I spent in terms of household expenses, which is pretty good. But I do anticipate that I will be buying more household supplies next month. So for NowNet, I did make the minimum payment for my loan, which is $348. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that over here. So what I usually do is that I pay the minimum, and then either at the middle of the month or towards the end of the month, I make another payment, which is something I'm going to do once I finish this video and I figure out how much is the difference between what I have left from my income versus expenses. So for gas, I am taking a class during the week, which requires me to drive a little bit further than expected. So my gas bill is going to be slightly higher than I mean, I could usually put gas like every 2 weeks, and now I feel like I have to be putting gas like every week, which is not something that I'm used to. So $42.56 for gas. I might be going over just by looking at that number already. Okay, so sometimes I do grab dinner when I get there for my class just because I don't have time to go home. I mean, it takes me like an hour to just get to the training and stuff. So sometimes I do have to get dinner over there. So I did get Subway. It was $6.23. I usually get the same thing, so it's not a big deal. And that's going to go under restaurants. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that over. Trader Joe's, I spent $26.45, which just for some basic things. There's certain things that I do like to get from Trader Joe's that I know is more expensive, but I mean, it's just different items, so I don't really tend to buy a lot of things there. And that's also gonna go here. Okay, Papa John's. Usually on the weekends I do get takeout just because during the week I always make my own lunch. So I like to treat myself once in a while on the weekend. So I did get a Papa John's, which is actually my favorite. I'm not a big fan of pizza, but I actually really like this pizza. So I make sure I get it well done. And that's going to go under restaurants. The Habit, that's also a burger place here. And that is also something that I had to purchase when I was having dinner um, when I was going to school. So $7.34, that's going to go under restaurants as well. Oh, I hope I don't go over in that category. So Netflix, the usual $7.99. I paid it on September 15th, so I'm going to go ahead and drag that over. So that should balance that out. Okay, for September 15th, I did get, I had originally planned $16.20 for my income because I wasn't sure how much it was going to be after taxes and after my retirement. So it was actually $16.59.43, which is pretty good considering, I mean, I get so much taxes taken away since I don't have any kids. But I do realize that I have to make this into income and not actually an expense. So let me just go ahead and fix that. So this is going to be occasionally when I do stay like an hour or 2 hours after work, even though I'm salary based. If they do require me to stay after work hours, they are required to pay me extra. So, which is a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to $16.59.43. Much better. I really like to see a surplus there. So that's really, really good. Okay, so on the 16th, I did go have wings with my significant other. So it was $34.34. And once in a while, we do like to go to other type of restaurants besides fast food places. So that's going to go under restaurants. All right. I did get my dog just a little bag of treats. It was $7.45. I mean, she could basically, I bought her a big bag of food last time, so it's gonna last for a while. I just have to double check to make sure it's gonna be enough for the beginning of October. But I only spent $7.45, so that's pretty good. And that's gonna go under pet expenses. So since that was everything I purchased for her, this is gonna be $7.45 as all I spent. There we go. All right, so we have 10 more transactions left. So gas, I also put $37.67. So that's gonna go here. I also went to Aldi and I spent $46.34. So usually at Aldi I spend a little bit more just because I get all the essentials that I need for like the couple weeks. So that's why Aldi tends to be a little bit higher because I do purchase more items. Not necessarily because it's more expensive, since if you guys have an Aldi around you, you know that it's pretty inexpensive. So that's going to go under groceries. I did treat myself to Yogurtland, so it was $5.45. And that I am going to put, I think I'm just going to put it under restaurants since it's basically eating out. So my cell phone, it's $30. I was already planning on getting a postpaid plan, but I figured, you know what, might as well wait till there's like a really good promotion to get something out of it before I change. I mean, I don't mind the signal that I have, and I have pretty good data service. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait and see until I get a pretty good promotion. Okay, so for my credit card rewards, I did redeem $28.34, which is automatically transferred over to my checking account, which is really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to $28.34. And I think for income, this is going to be the final number, $32.97, which is not that bad. So I'm pretty happy with that amount. Okay, so here we go, another Subway, same price because it was the same thing that I ordered. And that's also going to go under restaurants. I think this is the first time that I'm actually going to get really close to my restaurant budget. Okay, and I also had Chinese on one of the weekends, and that was $8.34. Okay. So we have another gas. Let's see. Okay, this is definitely going to be going over. So I have $39.77 left from my budget. But I mean, this was a requirement, so I did spend a little bit more than expected, but not that much, so it's not that bad. $127.79 is the final number. And that's pretty much done for gas. And then I went to Aldi's for $23.13 just to get some items that I needed. And that's going to go under groceries. And lastly, today I actually was craving Thai food. So I went ahead and I ordered some Thai food. So I'm going to go ahead and put that under restaurants. Okay, so there are a couple items that I need to consolidate just to make sure that everything matches. Okay, so these are all zeroed out. So for groceries, I only spent $130.46. And then for restaurants, I spent $116.86. I didn't spend any of my miscellaneous, which is great. That's always good. I mean, I just like putting it there for any items that I do forget. I mean, we can't really predict everything that's going to happen in 1 month. So I'd rather have that budgeted. I know that a lot of people don't like having a miscellaneous category, but you know what? For me, it works. So that's how I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, for cart maintenance, I had planned to go to a dealership and get one of my sensors fixed. But I figured, you know what, I got an email from my dealership that they're having like a really good promotion on oil changes. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that. I'm going to do that in October. So that's going to go in my next month's budget. So for this month, I didn't get any cart maintenance work done. So I'm going to go ahead and zero that out, but I will be getting it done in October since I have a week off from work. Pet expenses are zeroed out and gifts are zeroed out. Okay, so now it says that I have a surplus of $303.31, which is great. Because I don't really like this number. Any number that's under $1,000 for me, it just feels so bad, even though I am putting $700 in savings. So this money I really do not want to touch at all. I do want to save for a future home, so I'm going to try to be a little bit more drastic with that. But I do know that paying down my loan is also very important. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that for like that for now. And I'm going to go ahead and zero this out just so that I know exactly how much money is going to be my total. All right, much better. So my total is going to be $1,147.88. That looks so much better. So as you can see, the balance that it has here, it's actually not the current balance. It doesn't really calculate it correctly. So I am going to subtract these numbers just to get the difference, and then I'll make a payment once I finish this video so that I know for sure that, you know, every single dollar is been spent the way it should be. Alright, so I think that's it for this budget. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful weekend or week, whenever it is that you're watching this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.